Hi everyone, my name is Marco Brown. I'm a divorce attorney in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I wanted to talk to the lawyers today about how you know when you should leave your firm job. Everybody goes through this. Pretty much everybody wants to leave. Whether you're leaving one firm and going to another firm, or you're leaving a firm and you're going to start your own firm, or you're just leaving the law entirely. Like, how do you know that it's really a good time to do that and you really have to? I can answer this question by telling you about my experience. So I graduated from law school in 2007. I clerked for a year in the 3rd District in Iowa with judges, and I absolutely loved it. Still, I think my favorite lawyer job of all time. Then I went to work for an insurance defense firm in New Mexico, probably a 40 or 50 lawyer shop. Thought that was a good idea. Turns out it was an absolutely terrible idea. I was not meant to do that kind of work. And I was not meant to be in that sort of environment. So I made it about 18 months. That was really it. I knew that I needed to leave probably around month 3 when I realized I don't really like this type of work, but I stuck with it. I thought it would get better. Then over time, I started seeing some signs that really told me I need to get out. And one of those signs was at one point, I did not smile for about 3 months. So I was depressed. I would go to work I think I got there about 7:30 in the morning, and I would work and I would leave about 4:30 in the afternoon. I almost never take lunch anyway, so I wasn't really eating lunch. But I just didn't smile. I just didn't like anything. I wasn't finding pleasure in life anymore. That was a real big wake-up call to me because I'm a smiley guy. I enjoy life. My wife was worried for me at this point because I wasn't smiling. We had a kid, we had our first kid, and I wasn't even smiling at him. So that's a real big one. Like, if you just hate it and you're not smiling, huge indicator. Another one is that I would have this pit in my stomach. So I would leave about 4:30 and I'd be okay until about 8 o'clock at night when I realized the next morning I had to go back to work, and I would get this literal sick feeling in my stomach. And I knew that I just didn't want to be there. And I would have that pit throughout the day until 4:30 and I left. So I only got like 3.5 hours without the pit. So if you feel a pit in your stomach and you just feel bad, get out, right? It's just time to get out. And more generally, it's just that feeling of dread that you think about going to work the next day and you're like, oh, I really can't do this. Why am I doing this to myself? If that's the case, just get out. The thing that really helped me get out, though, because you can know you should get out, and then you feel like you're stuck. You got to go in handcuffs or whatever it is, and you just feel like you can't. So one thing that really helped me to determine I can get out of this, I can do this, was to do the math. So I was getting paid a certain amount. And I went through and actually did the math. I thought, okay, if I went out on my own, how many hours would I have to bill and collect in order to make the amount of money that I'm getting paid to this firm? And what I found was it was about 20 to 25%. So I could work 20 to 25% of the hours if I were doing them on my own, collect those, and I would make the same amount of money. This is actually really a constant. When you look at law firms, it's somewhere almost always in that neighborhood of 20 to 25%. So just use 25% as a ballpark. So if you're billing 2,000 hours a month, realize that you can leave your job, bill and collect 500 hours a month of what you're doing, and you're going to make the same money. That really helped me to determine, okay, I'm getting out. If I have to do that little work and I can make the same amount of money and I can be my own boss and I can do my own thing, then yep, I am totally out. So the math really helped me. And then I just got to tell you, I'm a big advocate for people leaving law firms because I think they're, for the most part, sclerotic, and especially large ones, just pieces of trash. They do some good things, but I think all in all, they churn and burn attorneys. They don't really care about mental health. They don't care about a family's health. They don't care about spiritual health of the people who work there. They're about churning and burning and making a profit, and making a profit's fine, but they really ruin lawyers' lives doing that. So I'm a big advocate for helping people get out, start their own law firms, start a firm with a partner or something like that, and just kind of do your own thing. For me, it has been fantastic. I figured out that I'm a terrible employee, but I'm actually a pretty good employer. I get a real sense of, how should I put this? A real sense of meaning from what I do now. I had absolutely no sense of meaning when I worked at a firm. It was actually sucking my soul out of the top of my head, I think. But I have a real sense of meaning in what I do now. I help people in divorce. I love it. So that has been fantastic. I feel a real sense of purpose as well. Like I know what I want to accomplish in my law firm. I know what I want to accomplish with my lawyers and with my staff, helping them get out of debt, for example, all of these different things that you just don't get that sense of purpose when you work for a law firm, or very, very rarely. Sometimes you work for the ACLU or you work for the Becket Fund for Religious Liberty and you feel that sense of purpose, but almost never in, especially those large firms with, 100 lawyers or even 25 lawyers or 50 lawyers. So I'm a huge advocate. In fact, if I can help you in any way to get out of your law firm, to determine that it's time to leave and get out on your own, let me know. I put together modules to kind of help to help attorneys in general, but to help especially solos get paid for the work they do and to find that kind of meaning and purpose in their lives and in their law firm. So if I can help you in any way, shape, or form, let me know. I'm not charging for this. This is what I do pro bono because I don't really want to take another divorce case pro bono. I want to help attorneys live good lives and get paid 100% for the work they do. So if you want to send me an email, it's Marco, M-A-R-C-O, at utdivorceattorney.com, or call our office and let my receptionist know you want to talk. Happy to do that. Number is 801-685-9999. You can also check us out on the web, www.utdivorceattorney.com. So again, if you're feeling any of these things and you just kind of know you need to get out and you've identified it and you've done the math, get out. If you need help with it, let me know. Thanks a lot.